I used to like cops. Put my life on the line for 16 hours for a stinking swine one time. Should have let him die. Why? Because he wore a badge. You know what changed my mind? From putting my life on the line to a cop to standing by and filming his last breath. Put on YouTube. See if I can get a dozen likes out of it. Hey. Well, Tennessee Trooper Brian Christopher Glenn's what changed my mind. He started out being a little old security guard. Little piece of shit security guard. Yeah. But he didn't get enough hands-on. He didn't get to beat people up. He wanted to maim and cripple people. So he decided to become a cop. Well, he went from being a security guard to armed security guard. His little brother, Benjamin, he followed along, hanging on to his left nut. Followed him wherever he went, lived with him. He's only just now, he's like 27, 28 years old. He's finally living on his own, brother Benjamin. So Brian, he wants to become a cop. He ain't gonna mess around, sell local town cop. He's gonna be one of the best. He's been watching them Alaska State Troopers on TV. Yeah, them won't be Alaska State Troopers. So he comes on up here. Comes Alaska State Trooper. Buys himself a nice new house. Man. Expensive one too. Man. I forget what it is now, like 400,000, somewhere around there. Yeah. $400,000, man, right off the bat, man. Getting his hands on that big bucks. So he just gets out of trooper school. He ain't out. Maybe a month or two. 3 months at the most. And he sees me. 72 years old. Has to hang on to something when he stands because he got bad balance as it is because of a previous head injury. I told him I'd had a head injury and I didn't function well. He knew that. That's my mistake. Made 2 mistakes that night. The other one was I wasn't armed. If I was, I wouldn't be suffering this long. and neither would Brian Glenn or Joseph Miller. I made 2 mistakes that night. As soon as Brian Glenn saw that he had a handicapped old man, wasn't able to defend himself, he couldn't wait to get his hands on him. He beat me to death. Every day I'm in constant pain. I live in a wheelchair. This chair or that hospital bed. That's it. The only time I leave here is for doctor appointments, because I can't get out the front door without help. It's too dangerous. I can't get my wheelchair out of there. Ron Gunn had his thrills there for I don't know how long. I remember waking up to being beaten and a couple of times. I know my back was to him. My hands are on my head like this, because he just got done pepper spraying me. He hit me in the base of the skull. He said he hit me on the top of the head. Well, my top of my head was away from him. Come from the back of me. Then when I was down on the ground, unconscious, he hit me in the face. In the head. There's hardly a portion of my brain that's not affected. Even the autonomic system. Heart rate, breathing. Everything. Blood pressure, temperature. I still had a few good years left in me, and he took that from me. So yeah. Brian Glenn is zero value. I was zero value to him. I was a good time to him. I was the answer to his dreams. To finally find somebody that he could beat. Yeah. Brian Glenn, you finally found somebody you could beat to death. I wish the same on you. Only slower. I would do the same for every cop. There's no such thing as a good cop. When I first saw you, I trusted you. I didn't want you to be nervous. Oh, the car door wide open so you could look in and see everything. I trusted you with my life. And you took it. Every day for 3.5 years, I've been praying for death, but it doesn't come. Brian Glenn, I pray to God that it takes you longer to go than it does me. I pray that you suffer 10 times as much. And I pray to God that your family has to deal with you. Because you're of zero value. I was of zero value to you. Why should you be of any more value? Huh? You got a wife and 3 kids, so what? You didn't ask about my family before you beat me to death. You're of zero value. Yeah. Every cop in the world is of zero value to me. You know that last little square of toilet paper left on the roll? That has value. Toilet paper roll, after you pull that last little sheet off, that has value. Pile of bear shit laying in the woods has value. Cops, zero value. And you can thank Brian Christopher Glenn from the Nashville, Tennessee State Trooper Station. Zero value. Tennessee State Trooper Brian Christopher Glenn. Piece of shit.